The 2020 presidential election is just 1 year away. Now Democratic candidates are kicking their campaigns into high gear in Iowa. Over the weekend, candidates stumped across the Hawkeye State. CBSN political reporter Caitlin Huey-Burns has a look at the campaigns that are gaining ground there and those that are starting to slip.
With 3 months to go before the Iowa caucuses, Democrats are feeling the crunch.
Hello, Iowa Democrats.
Some campaigns are surging.
Thank you, Iowa Democratic Party.
Others are reshuffling.
I'm all in Iowa. I'm all in.
And one is packing it up.
We do not have the means to pursue this campaign successfully.
A new poll in Iowa shows Elizabeth Warren leading the pack, followed by Bernie Sanders, Pete Buttigieg, and Joe Biden.
2020 is our time.
In campaign events across the state over the weekend, it was Warren and Buttigieg who drew clear contrasts with each other.
We will fight when we must fight, but I will never allow us to get so wrapped up in the fighting that we start to think fighting is the point.
Anyone who comes on this stage and doesn't understand that we're already in a fight is not the person who is going to win that fight.
And while Biden leads national polls,
Let me get right to it.
his campaign is managing expectations in some early states.
Are you sensing, though, as you are rising here in Iowa, that some Biden supporters are up for grabs?
You know, it's hard for me to know exactly where we are in the rankings of different voters with so many competitors. And again, I'm conscious that I'm competing with the most diverse and perhaps formidable field of candidates ever to come forward. What I do know is that I think we got a message that can reach a lot of different kinds of voters.
I like Joe Biden a lot. He was a wonderful vice president, but I think it's time for a change.
I guess I feel a little loyalty to Joe Biden, but you know, I think I'm starting to like the other candidates a little more. So right now, Elizabeth is probably the top one.
To be frank, I was hoping that I could support former Vice President Biden because of his experience. I'm not certain right now. I think that's the right path to take. It may be time for a generational change.
But the one dynamic fueling lagging campaigns in Iowa is that many voters remain undecided.
I have no idea.
And Elaine, after a very busy weekend here in Iowa, one issue that did not come up, impeachment. Instead, voters were focused on kitchen table issues like health care, the economy, and climate.